heads to get oil if we have to. Fix the problem. Tonight's real story. Now, you and I both know that politicians making empty campaign promises, nothing really new, but being held accountable for those promises is kind of refreshing. That's what some Republican congressmen are now trying to do with Nancy Pelosi, who 2 years ago promised the Democrats had a common sense plan for lowering those gas prices. Of course, it's really not working out real well, is it? Everything is common sense before you actually get the job in Congress or in the White House. But now that they have it, it's almost like Nancy Pelosi's like, darn, that plan, where did I know I left it someplace. Where is it? Gas prices have gone up $1.19 in that time, far more than it went up under the Republicans. Although I don't blame the Democrats, I blame all the weasels. But some Republicans, eager to get their hands on that secret magic Democratic plan, have now taken to crashing a House debate over a bill about, get this, U.S. beaches. They're kind of wanting the plan to be revealed. Republican House Energy Action Team put this little gem together. Look at this.
And when it hits 4, who are they going to call? They're going to call us. And what are we going to say? We're going to say, oh, the Democrats promised a plan in 2006 to lower prices. They're in the majority now. Let's see their plan.
All of them should be asking, what is it that the Democrat Congress is doing to address this problem? Well, the short answer is nothing really helpful.
Look at the energy bill we passed this year through this leadership. It produced nothing.
Well, House Republican Whip Roy Blunt is one of the congressmen demanding answers from Pelosi. Congressman, I love this quote from Nancy Pelosi. She said, with record gas prices, record CEO pay packages, record oil company profits, Speaker Hassert and the majority Congress continue to give the American people empty rhetoric rather than join the Democrats who are working to lower gas prices now. I know Nancy Pelosi came out with an answer today. What exactly is her answer? She said that 2 years ago.
Well, her answer today was really kind of a non-answer. It was like the answer to the letter that Leader Boehner and I sent her earlier this week. Really not much of an answer at all. 2 years ago today, she said if you put the Democrats in charge, they had a common sense price to do something about gas prices. I don't think when people heard that pledge, they thought it meant that they'd go up $1.25 a gallon during that 2 year period of time.
Congressman, I have to tell you, that is the plan of many people in Congress. The plan is to do nothing about it, to go back and forth and argue about it, not to find our own sources of oil. We are a suicidal nation. We're sitting on the biggest reserves of coal, and we've got oil everywhere. We don't get it.
Well, that's exactly right, Glenn. We ought to be moving toward energy independence. We've got resources. We need to figure out the best and most effective way to use, more effective way wind and nuclear to better use of the oil reserves we have, the gasification of coal, the other reserves that we have.
Congressman, we need to be moving there. Will you really? I mean, I'm sorry, Congressman, to doubt you, but I doubt almost everybody in Washington now, because common sense people, the people in the middle of the country, the people who have since 9/11 have gone, wait a minute, no, I'm not racist. I do care about the border. People who've seen the gas prices coming and seeing us in bed with Saudi Arabia, who sent all the hijackers over here in the first place. We've been saying, wait a minute, guys, we got to do something about oil, not only for our security, but also for the planet, et cetera, et cetera. Are we really going to do anything in Washington, or is this just more elect me, elect me, elect me?
Well, Glenn, we really did pass a good House energy bill in 2001, 2003, and then finally in 2005, a bill that the Senate would also pass and the President signed. Since then, we've got many more people on the track to do exploration in public lands, which the Democrats now are sending signals they won't allow that to continue. And I think we're now close to 20 nuclear facilities in one stage or another of getting the permit. All of that's because of the 2005 legislation we passed. We'd like to pass more legislation that actually produces energy and jobs in this country, and we're ready to do that.
Okay, but instead, last week we were working on the beach bill? What?
Right. Last week, the beach bill. This week, they had a resolution on this is going to be the year of the reef, R-E-E-F. If anything, the people of America want this to be the year of relief on their gas prices. Next week, by the way, you'll love this. We're going to do our principal bill so far next week is a bill on combustible dust. which I think it relates to that plant, that sugar plant that had the dust explosion. I'm sure that there have been OSHA rules against that for a long time.
Okay, I mean, Congressman, honestly, with the price of food, with the price of gas, the people of America are not going to take this nonsense much longer. Is there a sense in Washington that we've had it up to here?
There is a sense of that. In fact, for the last 2 weeks, Glenn, we've been going to the floor and talking about gas prices. No matter how innocuous the bill that the majority brought to the floor was, we've tried to talk about what the Congress should be talking about. And energy prices are built into the entire price structure. And the price of food is significantly reflective of the price of energy. And the Democrats are doing nothing about energy. There's been no energy bill on the House floor in 17 months now that produced 1 ounce of energy.
I got to tell you, Congressman, we're a nation that is looking at our future right square in the eyes, man, and we need some real leadership. Thank you very much, Congressman.
Thank you.
Coming up, Vladimir Putin.